All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. As we're getting set for our next game, let me update the standings here. Evil Dead missed the last game. Evil Dead is now 92 and 66. Let's see. TMG, he got the last game right. He's now 9 and 8, so he's doing better. And Grando got the last game right. He's 64 and 41. And Misty's 1,000,000 over 500. So that's where we are right now. Our next game is the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The Dolphins come in at 6 and 6. They're currently in third place in the AFC East. They're on the outside looking in right now when it comes to the playoff picture in the AFC wildcard. However, if Miami wins out, they can be 10 and 6. They're not going to catch the Jets, but they can be right in there for the wild card. If they can win out, if they can start by winning today and get above 500. For the Chicago Bears, they're 4 and 8. And if the Bears lose this game, they are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. The Bears have to win to keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. And we already gave you the update on the standings. If you're watching this on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Evil Dead's taking the Dolphins in this one. Grando's taking the Dolphins in this one. TMG, I don't know who you're taking in this one. KC, I don't know who you're taking in this one. And Misty's taking the Bears. All right, let's head out to Chicago for this one. Dolphins-Bears here at Jammin' Sports. Looking live at Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. It's the Dolphins and the Bears. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. Our third and final game of our triple header today. Evil Dead's got the fish. So does Grando. TMG's picking Miami as well. Misty's the only one picking the Bears. There's the kickoff. John Ryan will kick off. The Bears will get the ball first. We're underway. From the 2-yard line, Leon McNeil over the 20, 25. And McNeil brings it out to the 31-yard line. And that's where the Bears will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Jason Plunkett, in his 11th year out of Army. Gracie's for the Bears, too. Jason Plunkett, 6 years with Kansas City, now in his 5th year with Chicago. 1st and 10 for the Bears now, at their own 31. A bright, sunny, but cold afternoon here in Chicago. 41 degrees at kickoff. On 1st and 10, Plunkett under center. Plunkett hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil gets outside. McNeil down the sideline. He could be gone on the first play of the game. 69 yards, touchdown. Chicago. Leon McNeil, a 69-yard touchdown run. The 6th year back out of Missouri. What a way to start for the Bears. McNeil rips one 69 yards for the touchdown. There's an injury on the play. Well, that blows. Great start for Chicago. 1-play drive. And they're up 6-0. And now Zach Jones will come on for the extra point. This is a game Miami really needs to win to get back in the AFC playoff picture. Zach Jones for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bears lead it 7-0. 7:44 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Bears off to a fast start. McNeil in his 6th year, he's still got the speed to get down the sideline. And now Chip Whitney, the rookie punter out of Troy, will kick off for the Bears. Well, we still got a lot of football left. Let's see what Miami does on their opening drive. And before they're in their seats, the Bears are up 7-0. There's the kick from the 1-yard line. Nate Moore over the 15, 20, 25. And Moore brings it out to the 26-yard line. And that's where the Dolphins will take over, 1st and 10. Dolphins are led by the Ragin' Cajun, Austin Ducre, in his 9th year out of LSU. He's got a cannon of an arm, and oftentimes just as accurate. If you know cannons, they're not the most accurate thing in the world. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. The problem with Ducre, when he's on, he's on. When he's not, he's not. You don't know what Ducre you're going to get. 4 wide, Ducre under center, 1st and 10. Ducre hands off to John Robinson. And Robinson out to the 33, a gain of 7. Make it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Gary Fensick, the safety, comes up and makes the tackle. John Robinson in his 12th year out of Notre Dame. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins at their own 33-yard line. Bears up 7-0. They scored on the first play of the game. A 69-yard touchdown run by Leon McNeil. Ducre to Robinson. And Robinson 2 yards out to the 35. Let's take a look at the Miami offense. Up front, Evans, Williamson, Princeton, Trimble, and O'Neal. And then it's Hayes, Austin, Robinson, Helm, and Stowe. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 35-yard line. Miami's opening possession. Dolphins come out. Ducre under center. Ducre to Robinson, and he does not get the first down. Coming up to make the hit and the tackle, Douglas Burns in his 6th year out of Virginia Tech. It'll be 4th down. He got about half a yard. And the Dolphins go 3 and out. The Bears are in a must-win situation. If Chicago loses, they are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Miami needs to win to stay relevant in the AFC playoff picture. Ryan gets the punt away on 4th down. From the 12-yard line, Adam Montgomery brings it back to the 16-yard line. And that's where Chicago will have it, 1st and 10. And now Jason Plunkett comes back out. He has yet to throw a pass. He hasn't needed to. The Bears had a 1-play drive for 69 yards and a touchdown the last time they had the ball. 1st and 10 from the 16. Bears up 7-0. Chicago comes out. 3 receivers to the near side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett pump fakes, throws deep, and he overthrows everybody. Incomplete. Let's take a look at the Bears offense. Up front, Brown, Mason, Vincent, Sherman, and O'Neal. And then it's Seacrest, Sparks, McNeil, Merrill, and Dominique. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bears at their own 16-yard line. On 2nd and 10, 4 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett, high snap, hands off to Sparks this time. Gavin Sparks out to the 26, close to the marker. That'll be a gain of 9 for Gavin Sparks. Bring up 3rd and inches. Sparks in his 3rd year out of New Mexico State. And now the Bears have a big 3rd down. 5:57 in counting. Here in the first quarter, 3rd and inches from their own 26. Plunkett hands off to Sparks, and he's not going to get there. Coming in to make the tackle, number 53, Antonio Cheever, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Rice. It'll be 4th and inches. And the Bears are going to have to punt. Yeah, Cheever came around and made the tackle. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Bears will punt. Chip Whitney back to punt. Excuse me. Gets the punt away from about the 17-yard line. Franklin brings it back. On the return for the Dolphins, that was Martin Franklin in his 6th year at Louisiana Tech. 1st and 10 Miami now from their own 24-yard line. 5:17 left in the first quarter. Bears up 7-0. Dolphins at 6 and 6. The Bears at 4 and 8. Let's go Bears. The Bears won this division last season, but they're currently in last place in the NFC Central. 4 wide. Ducray in the shotgun. Ducray draws back. Ducray throws. Caught by Otto Stowe. Breaks a tackle and gets out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 for Otto Stowe, the 10th-year receiver out of BYU. First down, Miami. As we're coming up on 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Longtime Dolphin wide receiver Otto Stowe, all 10 years with the Dolphins. Coming up to make the tackle, Andres Walters, the 7th-year defensive back out of Maryland. Under 5 minutes left now in the quarter. 1st and 10 Miami from their own 40-yard line. Ducray under center. Ducray looking, throws, caught by Helm. Gunnar Helm, the tight end, into Bears territory down to the 44-yard line. A gain of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Gunnar Helm, the rookie out of Texas from college football 25. David Harrelson on the tackle, the 10th-year safety out of Oregon State. Gunnar Helm was Miami's first-round draft pick, the tight end. With a name like that, he's got to be German. Gunnar Helm. So the Dolphins now have a first down in Bears territory. Down 7-0. 4:22 and counting in the first quarter. Ducray under center. Ducray to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson picks up 3 to the 41-yard line. Let's take a look at the Chicago defense. They play a 3-4. Miles, Jackson, and Gallows up front. Linebackers, Stewart, Smith, Miller, and Walters. And the secondary for the Bears, Hopkins, Harrelson, Fensick, and Walters. They have a couple of players named Walters on defense. 2nd and 7 from the 41 of the Bears. Miami with the ball. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Down 7-0. Miami can be over 500 for the first time this season if they can get a win today. Ducray looking. Ducray throws near side. Helm down the sideline all the way down to the 17-yard line. 24 yards and a first down. Let me take back my last statement. Miami started the season 3-0. We forgot about that. They've gone 3-6 down the stretch. Miami started off hot and then cooled off significantly. The Dolphins have won their last 2 games. First and 10 from the 17-yard line. Dolphins come out. Ducray in the shotgun. First and 10. Ducray to Robinson, and Robinson will lose 2 yards back to the 19-yard line. On the tackle there, number 58, Corey Walters, and the 11th year linebacker out of Tulsa. And that'll bring up 2nd and 12. Oh, I got a text. Bus leaves at 2. All right. Okay. What time does game start? On 2nd and 12, the handoff to Robinson. A 5-yard gain down to the 14-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. All right, so I know the bus leaves at 2 from Gordonsville High School. And the game starts at 6. Okay. 3rd and 7 from the 14-yard line. Ducray looking. Ducray still looking. Throws. Caught by Hayes. Touchdown, Miami. Alex Hayes, a 14-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins get on the board. And now the extra point can tie it up. All right, so if you want to listen to the Tigerettes tomorrow, their game will start at 7 Eastern. There's a 15-minute pregame, so it'll be 6:45. And now the extra point, Andres Borregales to tie the game up. The kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7 with 2:33 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Soldier Field in Chicago. All right, now I got to text my boss and let him know everything. Talk amongst yourselves. Gordonsville at Joe Burns. 2:33 left to play. Dolphins and Bears are tied at 7. Ryan will kick off. From the 3-yard line, McNeil brings it back over the 20-25. And McNeil out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Bears will take over 1st and 10. .229 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Soldier Field in Chicago. Bears come out. I'm trying to text people I need to text. Plunkett under center on 1st and 10. Plunkett hands off to Leon McNeil, who gets out to the 40, close to the marker. A gain of 9 to be 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1 from the 40-yard line. Plunkett looking. Throws deep downfield down the near sideline, and it's underthrown. Seth Bingham breaks it up. Incomplete. Let's take a look at the Dolphin defense. We haven't looked at them yet. They play a 4-3. Douglas, Lindsey, Robinson, and Kilgore up front. Linebackers, Jones, Tarrant, and Lockwood. And the secondary, Flatt, Franklin, Bingham, and Harrison. 3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. I'll type up a website for you to look up here in just a second if you want to listen in tomorrow night. It's a big game for the Tigerettes. One of the local teams I cover on the radio. 3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. In the I formation, Plunkett to Sparks. And Sparks goes down shy of the first down. The Dolphin defense makes a nice stop. Making the tackle, number 52, Jesse Jones, 8th-year linebacker out of Ole Miss. They might. This is the website you go to and toggle down the page until you see the streaming. There's the kick. The punt goes inside the 5 and into the end zone, touchback. When you go to that website, on the very first page, just scroll down. You'll see stream FM and stream AM. We'll be on the FM tomorrow night. Now the streaming won't start until 6:45 Eastern because we can't stream music, but we can stream everything else. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dolphins and Bears are tied at 7 here in the first quarter. Miami from the 20-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett under center. Plunkett hands off to Robinson. And John Robinson picks up 2 to the 22-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 90, Stephon Kilgore, the 8th-year defensive end out of Auburn. Both teams in a must-win situation, more so for the Bears, because if they lose, they're out of the playoffs. They'd be eliminated mathematically. On 2nd and 8 in the I formation, Ducre to Robinson around the outside, and Robinson out to the 29, a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 1. Yeah, the strikeouts are sponsored by Citizens Bank. They pay for that. They pay a pretty price for that. It's a sponsor. And the home runs are also sponsored. 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. We're down to 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Dolphins come out in the I. Ducre fakes the handoff. Ducre throws deep. Caught by Hayes. He holds on at the 41-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 12 for Alex Hayes, the 12th-year receiver out of Alabama. Miami's going to have to start getting some new receivers. They're starting to age out. Stowe in his 10th year, Hayes in his 12th. No, I have something there to remind me. I have a lot of notes in front of me when I'm doing. I mean, it's a big note right there in front of me. A reminder to say that with the strikeouts and the home runs. 23 seconds left. I think we're coming off an injury timeout. 1st and 10. Dolphins come out 4 wide. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre to Robinson. And Robinson out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 6 will bring up 2nd and 4. Gary Fensick on the tackle for Chicago. And we're down to 10 seconds left. And that might be it for the first quarter, as the seconds will tick away. At the end of 1, we're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. And to answer your question, Evil Dead, yes, they would be in my ear to remind me. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 47-yard line. He does a good job, though. He really doesn't say much during the course of a game. I have it pretty much covered. Dolphins, Bears tied at 7. It'll be 2nd and 4 from Miami at the 47-yard line. Ducre fakes the handoff. Oh, he's going to take a sack. back at the 40. Coming in to make the sack, number 55, Terry Stewart, the fifth-year linebacker out of UNLV. And that's going to be a loss of 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 11 back at the 40-yard line. That's right. I am a seasoned professional. Do not attempt this at home. Unless you're insured. Well, I've lost track of how many games I've done in my lifetime. 3rd and 11 from the 40-yard line. More than I can count. 4 wide. Ducray in the shotgun. 3rd and 11. Ducray throws deep. And, oh, he had a man. And it was underthrown. Nearly picked off by Isaac Hopkins, the 4th-year defensive back out of Texas. They were looking for Donnell Garrett, but it was underthrown. That's an oxymoron. Ducray underthrowing somebody. But that's what happened. Ducray usually overthrows people. Well, we'd get it in one way or the other. John Ryan to punt on 4th and 11. Ryan gets the punt away. Inside the 10, and nice punt by Ryan. They're going to down the Bears at the 2-yard line. John Ryan in his 17th year out of Tennessee. One of the longest tenured players in the league. We have one player in his 19th year. That's the oldest. I forget who it is. So Jason Plunkett, those numbers are wrong, obviously. Will come out. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the 2-yard line. We're still tied at 7. Miami at 6-6, trying to get above 500, trying to make a playoff push. And the Bears are 4-8, trying to stave off elimination. First and 10 for the 2-yard line. Plunkett to Testerman, the fullback, Don Testerman. In his 10th year out of Sam Houston. He gains 3 yards out to the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7, trying to get some breathing room for the Bears. And oddly enough, Citizens Bank is the bank I bank at. It's a really good bank. There's a lot of banks around this area, but Citizens Bank, they're really good. They've always treated me right. 2nd and 7 from the 6-yard line. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett back. Plunkett looking, throws. It's nearly picked off. Oh my gosh, should have been. Christian Harrison, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Minnesota. He was down on one knee and should have picked off the ball. Oh my gosh. How do you not pick that one off? It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Bears. That's why you play defense. You can't catch. 3rd and 7 from the 6-yard line. Bears come out 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett drops back from his end zone, looking, steps up, throws, gets it out to Montgomery. Adam Montgomery, a gain of 11, out to the 17-yard line, and it's a 1st down for Chicago. The 2nd-year receiver out of San Diego State. Making the tackle, number 28, Devin Perry, the rookie defensive back out of UNLV. I just got a message back from my boss. I gave him all the info about the game. He said, okay. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil out to the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Dean Tarrant on the tackle, number 55. Actually, Tarrant's number 50. Dante Lockwood on the tackle, number 55. In his 5th year out of Minnesota. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 18-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil up the middle, and Leon McNeil adding to his totals out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. He's approaching 100. Now 69 of that was on one play. 1st down Bears. This drive starting at the 2-yard line. They've worked it out to the 33. 1st and 10 for Chicago. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Plunkett draws back. Plunkett steps up and throws that one away. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Isaac Flatt had the coverage for Miami. The 10th year defensive back out of Tennessee. That'll stop the clock with 5:15 left in the first half. We're tied at 7. 2nd and 10 for the Bears at their own 33-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett fakes the handoff. Plunkett throws. Caught by Montgomery. Out to the 40, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Some nice footwork by Adam Montgomery. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Well, I got another text. There's nothing. 3rd and 3 from the 40-yard line. Plunkett looking. Plunkett throws outside, caught by Gavin Sparks. Out to the 38-yard line. And it's going to lose 2 yards. Seth Bingham comes up and makes the tackle. The 10th year safety out of Ball State. It'll be 4th and 5, and the Bears are going to have to punt. 4:45 left in the half. We're tied at 7. A chance now for the Dolphins to score before halftime. Who do they play next week? I'll tell you right after the punt. It'll be 4th down for Chicago. Whitney back to punt, gets the punt away. Nice punt inside the 10. Oh, nice punt. Down at the 7-yard line. Chip Whitney, the rookie out of Troy, from college football 25. Downs it at the 7-yard line. Next week, Chicago plays at Tampa Bay, divisional game, and Miami returns home, and they have another interconference game, this time against the Packers. That'll be a tough game. Green Bay's still in the thick of things. First and 10, Miami from the 7-yard line. Dolphins come out. Austin Ducre under center. 1st and 10. Ducre from his end zone looking, throws. Caught by Barletta. And Derek Barletta out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 16. The 5th year tight end out of Iowa, Derek Barletta. In his 5th year, and he's playing for his 4th team. He played 1 year for Miami. He played 2 years for the Bengals. He was on the Jets last season. And now he's back on Miami. Red Barchetta is Derek Barletta. He started with Miami, played for 2 other teams, and now he's back with Miami. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Ducre to Robinson. And Robinson picks up 2 yards out to the 25. It'll be 2nd and 8. Russell Smith, the former Raider, on the tackle in his 13th year out of Alabama. 2nd and 8 from the 25. Yeah, it's a rush song. I know. I like rush. On 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line. Ducre to Robinson. And Robinson to the 25. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 8. Coming up to make the tackle, number 26. That's Andres Walters in his 7th year out of Maryland. Big 3rd down for the Dolphins here. 4 wide. 3rd and 8 from the 25. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre looking. Ducre steps up. Throws. Caught by Gunnar Helm. Out to the 36. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Dolphin 1st down. Triumph. I've got a couple of their albums. A lot of good bands came out of Canada. REO Speedwagon, I love them. First and 10 from the 36-yard line. 2:40 and counting here in the first half. 4 wide. Ducray under center. Ducray to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson doesn't get far. Out to the 39, a gain of 3 before being tackled by Dante Miller, the third-year linebacker out of Columbia, the Ivy Leaguer. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Miami at their own 39. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. We're still tied at 7. Ducray under center. Ducray fakes the handoff, rolls out. He got his, he threw, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. That'll stop the clock right before the 2-minute warning with 2:01 left. Let's see if they run the clock. Do they run the clock? No. So they'll run a play. 3 receivers to the near side. Ducray in the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down. Ducray back. Ducray throws. Caught by Hayes. Out to the 45. 2-minute warning. Tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. And that was a 16-yard gain by Alex Hayes right before the 2-minute warning. 1:57 left in the half. 1st and 10 Miami at the 45 of Chicago. Trying to break this tie before halftime. Ducray in the shotgun.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Ducray draws back. Throws. Caught by Hayes. And Alex Hayes down to the 36. A gain of 9. Make it a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. David Harrelson on the tackle. The safety. Miami does get the ball first in the second half. So they can get what they call a twofer here. A 2-for-1. On 2nd and 2, 4 wide. Ducray in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Ducray looking. Throws. Caught by Hayes underneath. And Alex Hayes, 10 yards down to the 26-yard line. And that'll be another Dolphin first down. The 12th-year receiver out of Alabama, Alex Hayes. He played for the Falcons and Jaguars before coming to Miami. Oddly enough, we don't use the Falcons or Jaguars at the moment. Those are 2 of the 4 teams we don't use. The other 2 at the moment being the Panthers and the Titans. 1st and 10 from the 26. Down to 1 minute left. Ducray under center.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Ducray throws quickly to Garnett. And Garnett cannot hang on. Incomplete. Broken up by number 23, Isaac Hopkins. Donnell Garrett couldn't catch it. 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Our 3rd and final game of our triple header here tonight. 4 wide. Ducray in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Ducray draws back. Ducray looking, throws near side, caught by Garnett, out to the 16. A gain of 10 and another Dolphin first down. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 48 seconds left. We'll be off tomorrow night. Obviously, I have a softball game to do on the radio. A region championship softball game, I might add. We'll be back on Thursday night. We'll have a doubleheader for you, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be Cincinnati at Houston, and then Cleveland at Dallas. 1st and 10 for the 16-yard line, 4 wide. Ducray in the gun. Ducray looking. Ducray throws, and that's nearly picked off. Isaac Hopkins nearly had himself a pick 6. He broke up the pass intended for Garrett. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. course, if the Tigrettes, are they from Illinois? I thought they were a Canadian man. My bad. 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. DeCray under center. DeCray hands off to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson picks up 6 to the 10-yard line. Dolphins take a timeout. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Now, win or lose, the Tigrettes will be playing in the Sub-State this weekend. If they win, they'll play at home. If they lose, they'll play the Sub-State on the road. That'll either be Friday or Saturday. I don't know yet, because obviously we don't know who we play yet. But if they win the Sub-State this weekend, then they'll play in Murfreesboro for the championship next week. If they lose the Sub-State this weekend, then they're out. And the Gordonsville Tigrettes right now on the season are 33-1. 3rd and 4 from the 10-yard line. DeCray under center. DeCray looking, throws inside to Nayor. Isaiah Nayor down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 6. Dolphins take a timeout. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. The Dolphins with 1 timeout left. 35 seconds left in the half. Miami tried to take the lead going into halftime. I don't see them beating Joe Burns. Now, once you get to the Sub-State and once you get to Murfreesboro, the teams are all good. I mean, they're all really good. First and goal for the 4-yard line. 4 wide from Miami. DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray rolls out and throws back the end zone, and Gunnar Helm was too far. Incomplete. It was beyond the end line. It'll be 2nd and goal. That was a nice rollout. A design rollout by DeCray there. That'll stop the clock with 31 seconds left. Just that Gunnar Helm was too far downfield. On 2nd and goal, DeCray in the shotgun. DeCray draws back. DeCray looking, throws, and that's nearly picked off. Broken up by Douglas Burns in his 6th year out of Virginia Tech. And now it's 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Burns should have caught that. They were looking for Isaiah Nayor in the back of the end zone, the rookie out of Nebraska. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Dolphins come out 4 wide. DeCray in the shotgun. 3rd and goal. DeCray looking. DeCray throws. Caught by Hayes. Touchdown, Miami. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Alex Hayes in the back of the end zone. And right before halftime, Miami takes a 13-7 lead. Nice drive by the Dolphins. That drive started at the 7-yard line. They just marched downfield and got the touchdown. 22 seconds left in the half. And now Andres Borregales will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Dolphins lead it 14-7. As I said, 22 seconds left. Here at Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Well, that Dolphin-Packer game next week could be huge for both teams, depending on what goes on. Green Bay later this week. Whereas Green Bay already played this week. Let's see. The Packers host the Rams on the final game of the week, the Monday night game. And because Detroit won and the Vikings lost, the Vikings and Detroit are both 7-6. Green Bay, if they beat the Rams, they're 7-6. That's a 3-way tie for first with 3 games to go. Yep, Miami gets the second half kick is right. From the 2-yard line, McNeil over the 15-20, and Leon McNeil gets taken down at the 25-yard line. And that's where the Bears will have it with 19 seconds left, trailing 14-7. Jason Plunkett comes back out. Not a good day for Plunkett. 3 of 7, only 16 yards. Yeah, the Bears, you take away that play, And their offense has been stagnant. I mean, Plunkett only has 16 yards passing. First and 10 from the 25. Plunkett under center. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil out to the 27. A gain of 3. And the Bears are just going to let the time run out. And we will go to halftime. Halftime score, Miami 14, Chicago 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The Dolphins lead the Bears 14-7. The Dolphins come in at 6-6. The Bears at 4-8. Once again, if the Bears lose, they are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. They're just fighting for survival right now. The Bears are. Miami trying to get a game up over 500 and get back in the AFC wildcard picture. Miami will get the second half kickoff. Chip Whitley will kick off from the 1 yard line. Nate Moore over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Moore out to the 30 yard line. And that's where the Dolphins will have it, first and 10. Up 14-7. The Dolphins currently in third place in the AFC East behind the Jets and the Bills. The Jets come into this week 11-1. Buffalo 8-4. Miami 6-6. Miami's not going to catch the Jets. The Jets have already clinched a wild card, by the way, at the very least. If the Jets beat the Bills later this week, they're AFC East champions. First and 10. Ducre looking. Ducre throws outside, caught by Robinson, who picks up 2 yards out to the 32-yard line. David Harrelson on the tackle. Talk about a free fall. The Bears, they've gone from worst, or they've gone from first to worst. They won this division last season, the NFC Central, but they're currently in the cellar right now with a 4-8 record. Second and 8 for the Dolphins at their own 32-yard line. Ducre under center. Ducre throws, caught by Helm. Gunnar Helm down the sideline, big gain. Helm pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 38 yards for Gunnar Helm down the sideline to the Chicago 30-yard line. First down, Miami. The rookie out of Texas from college football, 25. Miami drafted him in the first round. Finally pushed out of bounds by Gary Fensick, the safety. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Dolphins come out 4 wide. Ducre in the shotgun. First and 10. Ducre fakes the handoff. Throws wide open. Alex Hayes all the way down to the 1 yard line. How does a veteran receiver like that get wide open? 29 yards, first down. First and goal, Miami at the 1. I mean, he was open like nobody's business. And Miami at the doorstep now. First and goal, just outside the 1 yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Ducre in the shotgun.
Here we go.
DeCray looking, throws. Garnett, touchdown, Dolphins. They get the twofer. A 1-yard touchdown catch by Donnell Garrett. Miami scores right before halftime and right after halftime. And they take a 20-7 lead. Kapow, Evil Dead says. And now Andres Borregales, the rookie out of Miami, also from College Football 25. All the rookies are. For the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Dolphins lead it 21-7. 6:38 left to play. Here in the third quarter. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. We'll be off tomorrow. I have to go cover a region championship softball game tomorrow. I'll be at Joe Burns, Tennessee. Joe Burns, it's about 60 miles from here. But there's no direct way there. You have to go down I-40 and then take the Briley Parkway, which goes by Opryland. You go up that one, and then you get on another freeway, almost to the Kentucky border. It's weird how to get there. There's the kick. 3 yards deep. McNeil brings it out over the 20 and out to the 25-yard line. And that's where Chicago will have it, 1st and 10, down 21-7. The Bears are facing elimination from the playoffs if they lose here today. And right now they're down by 14. And Plunkett only 16 yards passing in the entire first half. Not around here, it's not. But I know what you're saying. I went to high school in Miami, Florida. And when I went to high school at the time, there was 33 inside the city limits, so you didn't have to go too far. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Plunkett in the offset eye. Plunkett to Sparks. And Sparks to the 24-yard line. There's one high school in Smith County's district that's 90 miles away. It's York. And it's in Jamestown, Tennessee, and it takes almost 2 hours to get there. On 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line, Plunkett hands off to McNeil around the outside, and Leon McNeil out to the 28, a gain of 4. And that's going to make it a gain of 3, bring up 3rd and 7. On the tackle there for Miami is Martin Franklin, the safety. It'll be 3rd and 7. 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Plunkett draws back. Plunkett looking, in trouble, throws, dumps it off to Alex Dominique. Out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 7, and that'll be a Chicago first down. Alex Dominique in his 10th year out of Bethune-Cookman. Yep, regular school buses do the trip. I'll be on a regular school bus tomorrow with the coaches and the players. I'll be riding with them. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. When they go to Murfreesboro, I ride with them too. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett fakes the handoff, throws, and dumps it off to Merrill. Sean Merrill, the tight end, down to the 47-yard line, a gain of 12. The 10th-year tight end out of Arizona State, and that'll be a first down for the Bears. Chicago trying to get back in this game, down 21-7. Isaac Flatt on the tackle. It looks like Chicago's offense has finally got something going. They're down by 2 scores, trying to make it a 1-score game. That's the first catch by Merrill. First and 10 for the Bears at their own 47-yard line. Coming up on 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Plunkett surrounded by 3 backs in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Sparks. And Gavin Sparks crosses midfield out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Gavin Sparks in his 3rd year at New Mexico State. Coming up on the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Here at Soldier Field in Chicago. On 2nd and 3. 4 wide. Plunkett under center. Hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil picks up 4 out to the 42. On the tackle, number 53, Antonio Cheever, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Rice, but that'll be another Chicago first down. So the Bears are plodding down the field here, trying to get back in this game. 1st and 10 from the 42 in the I formation. Seacrest in motion. Plunkett to McNeil. And Leon McNeil out to the 40, a gain of 2 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Dean Tarrant on the tackle, the 5th-year linebacker out of USC. Nice drive by the Bears so far. Eating up a lot of time, 3:10 and counting. Here in the 3rd quarter. Bears come out. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett throws outside. Caught by Carnes. Out of bounds at the 37. A gain of 3. James Carnes, the rookie out of Oklahoma, the tight end. Dean Tarrant on the tackle again for the Dolphins. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5 with 2:58 left in the 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett drops back, throws, caught by Seacrest, no. Broken up by Dean Tarrant. And number 56, Kevin Bowles, also got in there on that play. It'll be 4th and 5. And this would be a 54-yard field goal attempt. They're going to try it. Zach Jones from 54. It'll keep it a 2-possession game. Snap, kick is up. Oh, that's nowhere close. That was sad. That was short and to the left big time. I'm not sure if that would have been good from 30. I mean, he was way off target. That would have been good from 20. He missed it so wide left. It remains a 21-7 ball game in favor of the Dolphins. That was just a sad kick. Robinson comes back out. 42 yards on the day. 1st and 10 Miami at their own 44. Austin Ducre, the quarterback. Miami trying to win their 3rd in a row. They beat the Lions and the Ravens. And now trying to beat the Bears. First and 10 from the 44-yard line. I don't either. Ducre looking. Throws. Caught by Hayes. And Alex Hayes out to the 50. A gain of 6. First, it'll be a 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins. 2:28 and counting. Coming up on the end of the 3rd quarter here. Miami up 21-7. Dolphins come out 4 wide. Ducre in the shotgun on 2nd and 4. Ducre, a draw play to Robinson, and Robinson out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 8. And that'll be a Dolphin first down. John Robinson, wonder how many years he's got left. He's in his 12th year out of Notre Dame. He's not as dominant as he was, say, 4 or 5 years ago. But he's still a decent back. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's no Dante Ciali, I'll give him that. But who is? Ducre to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson gets the first down, a 12-yard carry down to the 30-yard line. The old dog still has some tricks in him. First down, Miami. On the tackle, number 56, Russell Smith, the former Raider. That's another Dolphin first down. They can make this a 3-possession game. 1:20 left to play here in the third quarter. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre throws to Nayor down the sideline. Isaiah Nayor, a wide receiver screen. Good for 11 yards and a Dolphin first down. The rookie out of Nebraska from College Football 25, Isaiah Nayor. First down, Dolphins. It's a nice drive by Miami. Unless the Bears can come up with something, they're going to be eliminated from the playoffs here. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. We're down to 48 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 wide, Ducre in the shotgun. Ducre draws back, throws, caught by Helm, and Gunnar Helm out to the 15, a gain of 4, before being tackled by Gary Fensick, the safety. .27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Miami just dominating. Ever since that long run by the Bears, it's been all Miami after that. On 2nd and 6, Ducre, high snap, hands off to Robinson up the middle. Draw play, Robinson down to the 5, a gain of 10. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Miami up 21-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. We go to the fourth quarter. The Dolphins lead the Bears 21-7. The Dolphins at 6-6, the Bears at 4-8. It'll be first and goal for Miami at the Bear 5-yard line as we start quarter number 4. The third game of our triple header here today. On first and goal, Ducre under center. Ducre pump fakes, hands off to Robinson up the middle. And Robinson picks up a yard to the 4-yard line. It'll be second and goal. The safety, Gary Fensick, on the tackle again for the Bears. In his 12th year out of Cal. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Dolphins come out 5 wide. Empty backfield now for Ducre. Ducre takes the snap. Throws underneath. Helm, touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Gunnar Helm. And Miami has cracked this one wide open. They're up 27-7. Pack up your stuff, Chicago, and go home. You'll be home for the playoffs. A loss mathematically will eliminate Chicago. And now Andres Borregales for the extra point. Kick is up. And good. Dolphins lead it by 21. A 3-touchdown lead for the Dolphins. 28-7. And they're booing in Chicago. With 7:29 left to play. Here at Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, Week 13. Here at Jammin' Sports. Let's look at Miami's last 3 games. And do they have a chance to get to 10-6? No, I don't dance like that. Now, Miami hosts Green Bay next week. That's going to be tough. And then they host Indianapolis. You never know what Colt team's going to show up. And then Miami will close out the season at Baltimore. You don't know what Raven team's going to show up either. If Miami can beat the Packers, I can see them getting to 10-6. A wild card. A yard deep, Montgomery out over the 20, 25, and Adam Montgomery out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Chicago will take over, down by 21 with 7:25 left. Now there's time for a Bear comeback, but they've got to score quickly. But ever since that long run to start the game, the Bears offense has not done a whole lot. And that's putting it mildly. That Packers-Dolphins game might make for a good Sunday night game. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett high snap, hands off to Sparks. And Gavin Sparks picks up 3. You're down by 21 with just over 7 minutes left, and you're going to run a draw play. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The other Robinson makes the tackle, number 93, Donald Robinson, the third-year defensive tackle out of Cal. 3rd and 7 for the Bears. 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun on 2nd down. Plunkett looking. Plunkett throws, caught by Seacrest. And Robert Seacrest out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 10. They finally get him the football. The 9th-year receiver out of Memphis. Dean Tarrant, the linebacker, makes the tackle. Miami up 28-7 here in the 4th quarter. It's been a while since we've seen the Dolphins in a dominant win like this. Been a long time. 1st and 10. Usually they're winning by the skin of their teeth. Plunkett in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett throws, caught by Merrill. Nope, he can't hold on. Dean Tarrant knocks it away. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sean Merrill, the tight end, couldn't hold on. 6:23 left. 2nd and 10 for the Bears at their own 43-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett throws, caught by Stewart. And Stewart gets out to the 47, a gain of 4. And that is A.C. Stewart, the 3rd-year tight end out of Florida. Perry on the tackle. Devin Perry, the rookie out of UNLV. And we're coming up on 6 minutes left. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Bears at their own 47-yard line. Bears come out 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett throws near side, and his receiver was out of bounds. Actually, they said he was inbounds. That was Gavin Sparks, but he only gets 3 yards. It'll be 4th down. 4th and 3 from the 50-yard line. And at this point in the game, the Bears kind of have to go for it. They're down by 3 touchdowns here. They're going for it on 4th and 3. 4 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws. Caught by Sparks. 1st down Bears. They pick up 12. Down to the Dolphin 38-yard line. 1st down Chicago. So they convert on 4th and 5. Dean Tarrant, Isaac Flatt both make the tackle. .5:25 and counting. Plunkett in the shotgun, 1st and 10. McNeil goes out as a receiver. Empty backfield now. Plunkett draws back. Throws down the middle, caught by Seacrest. And Robert Seacrest down to the 29. A gain of 8, bring up 2nd and 2. Isaac Flatt on the tackle. Under 5 minutes left. .450 and counting. 4 wide for Chicago. Plunkett in the shotgun, 2nd and 2. Plunkett draws back. Throws, caught by Montgomery. And Montgomery fumbles. And the Dolphins come up with it. Adam Montgomery caught it and promptly coughs it up. And the Boo Birds are back out in Chicago. Was he down though? Let's see. No, that ball's out. He took a shot. I think it was Cheever. Yep, he knocks the ball out of there. Not this season, they're not. Ducray, I didn't know he had 4 touchdowns. Nobody's ever thrown 5. And he has a shot with 4:36 left. Now the Dolphins will start their own 26-yard line. Now, we've had quarterbacks throw for 4 touchdowns. My last count was a little over 60 times. But nobody in my history has ever thrown 5 in one game. Plunkett, or not Plunkett, Ducray hands off to Robinson, out to the 29. A gain of 3. It is amazing. Nobody has ever thrown 5. And now Ducray has a shot. 2nd and 7. That is if Miami tries to score again. They come out 4 wide. Under 4 minutes left. Ducray, they're handing off to Robinson. And Robinson goes down a 2-yard loss. Back to the 27-yard line. On the tackle, number 59, Dante Miller, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Columbia. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Yeah, Ducray's had a big day today. One of his best days so far this season. Quietly has put together some good numbers. I don't want to jinx him here, but he hasn't thrown a pick either. 4 wide. Ducray in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. Ducray looking. Throws near side. Caught by Stowe. And he's going to be shy of the marker. He gets out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 4th and 3. And Miami will punt. As the clock will tick down to 3 minutes. I don't think he's going to get 5 today. He's got to get the ball back one more time, but there's no incentive to score again. John Ryan back to punt, gets the punt away. From the 20, Adam Montgomery over the 30. And Montgomery out to the 34-yard line. And that's where Chicago will take over. 2:40 left. Miami's going to be 7 and 6. And they're right back in the playoff hunt for the wild card. And the Bears are going to drop to 4 and 9. And the Bears will be mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. First and 10 from the 34-yard line. Bears come out 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett throws outside. Caught by Gavin Sparks. And Sparks gets taken down at the 41. A gain of 5. Make it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Second and 4 for the Bears at their own 41. Bears come out 4 wide. Plunkett in the shotgun.
All right, here we go.
Plunkett looking. Plunkett throws. Caught by Montgomery. And Adam Montgomery to the 47. 2-minute warning. Dolphins up 28-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. The final 2 minutes of this one. The Dolphins have this one well in hand. Up 28-7. First and 10 for the Bears at the Dolphin 47-yard line. Once again, we'll be off tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll have a doubleheader for you. It'll be the Bengals and the Texans. And that'll be followed by the Browns and the Cowboys. On 1st and 10, Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws. Caught by Dominic. Alex Dominic down to the 32. A gain of 15. Bears in the hurry up. Trying to get a garbage time touchdown. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett Throws, caught by Seacrest. And Seacrest down to the 19. A gain of 13. First down, Bears. Miami giving them all the stuff underneath. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 4 wide. Plunkett back. Plunkett looking. Plunkett steps up. He's going to take off. Plunkett inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown. A 19-yard touchdown run by Jason Plunkett. A garbage time touchdown for the Bears. And that'll make it a 2-score game. Couldn't find a receiver, so he just tucked and ran. And now for the extra point. Zach Jones. Kick is up. And it's good. Miami's lead is now 28-14 with 1:22 left. The Bears will undoubtedly kick an onside kick. They really have no other choice. Down by 14 with 1:22 left. The Bears are at Tampa Bay next week. The Bucs are still in the playoff picture. And the Dolphins will host Green Bay, who's very much still in the playoff picture for the NFC. Chip Whitney will kick off. This will be an onside attempt. All right, here we go. And it's fielded by Garnett for the Dolphins at the 44-yard line. 1:21 left to play. The Bears will start using their timeouts now. Try to force a 3-and-out. Ducray, 264, 4 touchdowns, 22 of 28. What a day for Ducray. If he would just stay that consistent. The next game, he'll throw 3 picks. He's just not consistent. He has a great day, and then he has a poor day. He's having a great day today. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line in the I formation. Miami will probably keep it on the ground. Ducray to Robinson. And Robinson out to the 38. A gain of 6. The Bears take a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 4. Bears have 2 timeouts left. If Miami picks up a first down, it's officially over. A solid win for Miami today when they really needed one. The Dolphins have now won 3 in a row to get to 7 and 6. Second and 4 from the 38-yard line. Ducray under center. Ducray to Robinson, gets the first down, out to the 26-yard line. A gain of 12, and the Bears take a timeout. They have 1 timeout left. And Ducray is going to come up short of 5 touchdowns because there's no need. He'll just take a knee now. Maybe they might run a play here. Let Chicago take their final timeout. But I doubt he's going to throw anymore. First and 10 from the Chicago 26-yard line. Dolphins come out. Yep, they're in the victory formation. They're going to take a knee and let the Bears call their final timeout. Takes a knee. Bears take their final timeout. And now the Bears are out of timeouts. A fun Tuesday night for us, doing 3 games. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We hope to see you back here again on Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern time for a doubleheader. We're on early today because I was off work today. I didn't have to work. 2nd and 11 from the 27-yard line. In the victory formation.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Ducray will take a knee. And this will tick under 40 seconds. And the Bears are going to be absent from the playoffs this year as they are eliminated. They join the Texans and the Cardinals as being eliminated. And this will be the last play of the game. Ducray takes a knee. And they don't have to run another play. I wonder if Miami might still line up for a field goal here. They'll probably just let the clock run out. Are they going to try a 47-yard field goal? No. Ball game. Your final score, Miami 28, Chicago 14. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good night, everybody.